Hello, hola, Marco. So, I'm about to head out to work, and I'm going to begin my 36-hour fast. Now, as I understand it, again, I'm not going to eat anything, but I could have coffee, I could have tea, or I could have water. I'm not really a coffee or tea guy, so I'm going to go with water. Thing is, I've been addicted to sugar for so long that water is just so bland, just so terribly bland that it's very, very off-putting to me. And so I don't think I would be able to drink just plain water for 36 hours. I mean, when I'm at CrossFit or yoga or something like that, I can go to a water fountain and I'll drink from there, sure, a couple gulps, but not as something I would regularly drink over a course of a few hours. So I have this filled, but I'm also using flavored water like this Mayo, and I also have some Crystal Light. These are like 5 calories per packet, and one packet has 5 servings, so 25 calories. I did see another video about how if you do a 36-hour fast and eat or take in a few calories, like in the tens, like 25, then that should be all right. And so that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to try mainly use this one because it has 0 calories, but I would like some variety. So yeah, I'm bringing 3 of these to work. That's all I'm going to be doing, drinking, no eating, and I'll let you know how it goes. See ya. Okay, so it's been about 9 hours since the last ate. I just got home from work. I've changed because I'm going to be heading out to yoga sculpt. So apparently, after 4 hours, your body finishes digesting food, your insulin levels drop, and your body begins tapping into stored sugars. And then at 8 hours, your blood sugar drops, and your body begins using glycogen that's stored in your liver and muscles. I feel fine. I mean, I'm hungry, but I'm not ravenous. I feel like I have enough energy and wherewithal to actually go to yoga sculpt, which includes yoga, cardio, and weightlifting. Not heavy weights, just about 20 pounds at most. So yeah, I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine. And I'm gonna go work out. So I'll get back to you in the next 12 hours. We'll see. Okay, I'm back from yoga sculpt. I'm tired. I'm beat. But you know what I'm not? I'm not hungry. Like, when I got home this morning, I had hunger pangs. But right now, no hunger pangs. None. I'm just tired. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm going to bed. Till later. Okay, so I woke up a little while ago. It is now around 4 o'clock. And so I've been fasting for about 18 hours. Now, apparently, around 12 hours, your body's glycogen stores are running low or run down, and your body begins burning fat for fuel, which is great, awesome. Your insulin levels continue to drop, and you enter into a state called ketosis. And then at 16 hours, apparently, your body goes into this detox, autophagy, where damaged cells are broken down and toxins are cleared from your body. So far, so good. I'm not overly ravenous. I do feel hunger. I have hunger pangs. And actually, what kind of helped me maintain my discipline to not eat something was brushing my teeth. Okay, so I brush my teeth, and I don't want to spoil the effect of brushing my teeth. I don't want to eat something right after I brush my teeth. So it helped me maintain the willpower not to eat something, which I found interesting. So, little tip: if you're gonna do intermittent fasting, maybe brush your teeth often, more often than you normally do. Uh, so yesterday at around 11 a.m., I weighed myself and I was 209.4 pounds. And when I woke up, I weighed myself and I'm 207. So 2 pounds overnight. I'm not sure that's entirely healthy, but I like it. Okay, it seems to be working. I don't feel particularly run down or tired, but then again, I've been sleeping most of the day, at least what, almost 8 hours. So I'm rested, and that's kind of a plan I was thinking of having. Just sleep for as much as I can, for as long as I can. That way, I'm not awake and have the temptation to eat something because I'm asleep and I can't eat anything while I'm sleeping. So far, again, that's been working well enough. Yeah, I don't feel like mentally foggy either. Uh, I have a mild headache, but that's probably because I'm a little dehydrated, and I gotta get something to drink. But so far so good. So far so good. Okay, so I just got off work. I have been fasting now for 32 hours. Apparently, at around this mark, the human growth hormone increases dramatically to help preserve muscle mass and help in fat burning. I don't really feel that, of course. Actually, I feel pretty good. I'm not particularly hungry. I feel hunger. I can feel that my stomach is empty, but I'm not famished. I don't feel a really strong compulsion to eat. I have a compulsion to eat. I definitely have an appetite. And I suspect that if there was a croissant or a Big Mac or something like that in front of me, then I might break. But it isn't a strong compulsion to break. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. Actually, I think that in 4 hours I'll be able to eat again. However, I may just go to bed, and I just might sleep for the rest of the day and wake up in the afternoon and maybe extend the fast another 8 hours. Because again, I don't feel so hungry that I feel I need to eat something. Actually, or I may go to yoga sculpt, and then I probably will definitely want something to eat. In either case, the thing is, I'm not so hungry that I can't control myself. Another thing I have noticed though is that I'm cold. I definitely feel the cold. Now, this has been something that's been happening like over the last few months actually. Because when you are 500 pounds, you have a whole lot more insulation, right? I used to look forward to winter because I was able to move around more because I wasn't so overheated. Now I definitely feel the cold, and even at work. So I work in a network area. There are servers there, so the AC is kind of on anyways. But I felt particularly cold, and apparently that's possible when you're doing a 36-hour fast. So yeah, I was wearing a blanket. While my coworker, he's had his regular, shirt and jacket on, but I had a blanket. I was like snuggled up as much as I could. Besides that, though, I feel okay. I don't feel particularly tired, and I don't have any like brain fog. Actually, I'm particularly awake right now. I am sleepy. I still have a yawn. I did yawn, but I feel like I could go on and do stuff without having any particular hindrances or lag time, for lack of a better phrase. So yeah, I'll let you know whether or not I actually go to yoga sculpt or if I just go to sleep. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so I completed my 36-hour fast. I did not end up going to yoga sculpt. Actually, a friend of mine called me and we talked for a little while. And during that talk, the 36-hour window passed, and I ate again. And the first thing I had was a Premier protein shake. I had one of these. About 10 minutes later, I was still feeling a little hungry, a little peckish, and so I had one of these. These are just chicken melt pita packs, about 200 calories. And I felt satiated, though a little while later, my stomach was upset. I did feel, I had an upset stomach. Now, I saw that one suggested way to break your fast is to ease into it with some bone broth. I didn't have any bone broth, and I felt like the Premier protein should do the trick. But yeah, I had a little bit of upset stomach. Not too bad. I was still able to go to sleep. I went to sleep. I woke up and I felt fine. I felt mostly fine. Um, I still a little groggy, but that probably was just from staying up late, talking to a friend of mine. So other than that, it felt pretty good. I I don't think it was as hard as I thought it was going to be. The first few hours, in fact, up to like 12, 14, 13, 14, 16 hours, that was probably the hardest part. But I didn't have anything available for me to eat at that time. So I couldn't, even if I wanted to break, I couldn't because there wasn't anything immediately available for me to eat. Um, which, if you're going to try a 36-hour fast, I would suggest doing that, being in some place where you don't have anything that could tempt you. I don't think it would have broken. I don't think it would have broken even there was food, but that was the hardest part of the entire process. At 20 hours, 22, 23, 24, I actually didn't feel hungry, or at least I was hungry, but I wasn't like needing food. I wasn't like, again, famished or ravenous. And actually the hunger pangs kind of went away. I could feel an empty stomach, but I wasn't hungry per se, which is interesting, which I find interesting. And again, one of the reasons I did this was because I hit this plateau, right? I couldn't get below two, or I could get into 210s, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, but I couldn't get to 200. And I felt, okay, I had to do something different. And okay, the guy at CrossFit said, hey, Mark, try this. So I tried it. And I gotta say, it was interesting. I hear that doing a 36-hour fast is kind of like doing a reset for your body. And I kind of feel that. I do kind of feel that. I may do this again, like in a month. Because I heard, okay, so apparently other ways to do this is 36-hour fast, 12-hour window where you eat, then a 16-hour fast, a 12-hour window where you can eat, and then another 36-hour fast. Okay, that's crazy. I don't know. Okay, that's too much for me. I'm not ready for that. Okay. I also heard of OMAD, 1 meal a day, and the different intermittent fasting hours, 16, 8, 14, 12, right? Something like that. 14, 10, excuse me. Yeah, I like eating. The 36-hour fast is interesting. I think it has value. I feel pretty good. So again, I may do it again in a month, like maybe once a month. I began it weighing 209, and when I weighed myself, when I woke up, I was at 206. So I lost a pound every 12 hours, right? And I'm gonna see how that continues throughout the week when I go back on my regularly scheduled diet. So yeah, 36-hour fast. Would recommend. See ya. Okay, so it's been a few days, and before I said how I was doing the 36-hour fast because I wanted to try and get through this plateau I was having. And at the end of the fast, I weighed 3 pounds less. I began at 209 and I ended at 206. For the last few days now, though, I've been at 205, like consistently. Before, I was yo-yoing. I was going like 208, 206, 207, 204, 206 again. But for the last 3 days or so, I've been at 205 rather consistently. I talked about how doing a 36-hour fast is kind of like a reset, and how I kind of felt that, and the results of that seem to be that I have been steadied out. I've been going, I don't know, balanced, for lack of a better phrase, which I think is helpful. I think it was helpful. I really liked that aspect of it. So yeah, 36-hour fast. Try it. New Year say, try it. Make sure you have some bone broth when you're done with it. Make sure you have a lot to drink. Good thing to drink. Not diet soda. Water if you can do it. Green tea, coffee. The mayo and the Crystal Light didn't seem to hurt me any. Again, I just used it to flavor the water, and there were, again, less than 50 calories for the entire bottle. So So yeah, 36-hour fast. Interesting. Let me recommend.